We have a great big why today, and we're back on chemtrails. In fact, I don't think we're going to be leaving it for any time soon. This is really, really serious, and I just want to say that Foster and I are both from the health aspects of people. We've been in this for many, many years, and we know what we're talking about. And we're certainly not a joke. And this is no joke. This is very, very serious. For a start, chemtrails. We have eyes, we have ears, and we have a nose, and we have a mouth. And this was God-given divinely, source, field, whatever you want to call it. And on that note, I do want to say that Foster and I are completely and utterly shocked to the bone to find out that the UK government have spent £50 million on sending more chemtrails up and dimming out the sun, which is important for every living being on this planet. So I am incredibly passionate about this, and so is Foster. And this, by the way, is worldwide. And it has been completely and utterly investigated scientifically. And just two of the detrimental chemicals are aluminium and mercury combined, which is highly toxic, and there is nanotides in this as well, which go completely through our skin, through the blood vein barrier, and completely, utterly straight into our bloodstream. And I'm going to pass you over to Foster now for her input on this. It's so serious.
I feel as equally as passionate as Marshall does. I'll tell you, it has been a real shock for me. I lived right by Heathrow Airport for 20 years, and I know the difference between the chemtrails that come out the back of these aircrafts. I subsequently did work on Heathrow Airport for a while as well. I have friends who are pilots and also cabin crew. But what I want to say is, yes, a jet engine actually runs clean. And what comes out the back should be just condensation, which should evaporate and does virtually immediately. You'll see it comes out the back of the aircraft and it will evaporate. And sometimes, living so close, you would sometimes get the smell of aviation fluid, because the aircraft will sometimes have to literally empty their tank slightly as they're coming into landing, because that is when an aircraft is at its most vulnerable. However, as Marshall has quite rightly pointed out, we are finding out what actually is contained within these vapour trails. It is highly toxic. It has effects on our nervous system, our neurological system. It has an effect on our blood, on our bones. It can cause confusion. It can lead to dementia. So all I'm going to say is, let's have a look and see what there's been an increase of. And this hasn't just started today. This has been going on for a number of years. I didn't believe it at first. Even I stood there and looked up, and I noticed that this was happening on a clear blue day, and you'd see the difference with the jets that were flying over. You'd have your chartered aircraft that were taking people from A to B, and as we have come to realise, those vapour trails evaporate. But what about all these mile-long chemtrails that start to expand? You can actually stand there and witness it with your own eyes. Please don't take our word for it. On a clear blue day, watch the aircraft go over, watch the chemtrail and watch them expand. If this was just ordinary vapour escaping from the back of the aircraft, which it always used to do,
Yeah.
then it would just evaporate into thin air, and
Yeah,
we'd
we've
still
seen
have
it,
a
you see it.
beautiful. We'd
Yeah.
still have a beautiful, clear blue sky.
Yeah.
Why are they dimming the sun? Why are they applying all of these chemicals? And that is our main objective. I'd like somebody from the government to actually come forward and tell me why.
Well, I doubt that they're going to do that, Foster. But I'll tell you this, we are being poisoned. The world is being poisoned. And all of you, please look up and see what is going on in front of your very eyes, because we are all being attacked from the air, by chemtrails, by the water that's poison coming out of our taps, PFAS chemicals being pumped into the rivers constantly, every second of the day, and raw sewage. So come on, wake up!